the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock the shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap. Always be the same me. While I'm silent, boy, they can't change me. No.
What's going on? What's going on, man? We live from the boxing session. What's going on, man? I'm Kyle, man, and welcome to the boxing session, man. Salute to everybody that's gonna come through. Mark Nash, what's going on, big dog? Salute to my brother. Tomorrow we'll be on his platform, kicking it with him, and then we're gonna go to Fred, and then come to me tomorrow night. So yeah, man, that's how we get down. What's going on, man? Hell of a card today. I enjoyed it, man. We need more Tuesday night fights. We gotta have more fights like that, dog. I mean, it was shit. It was amazing, man. That shit was amazing. I had a hell of a time watching those fights, man. Very competitive, very rough, very rugged fights. It was good, man. It was good, man. I can't really say nothing about those. I can't say nothing bad about those fights, to be honest with you, man. I really, really enjoyed those fights. The only thing I could say is Burley Brooks was robbed. I felt like he won that fight easy. I felt like he won that fight going away. I think he should have done more boxing than banging. I think he fell in love with banging with that guy, and he could have just outboxed him, outpointed him. But all in all, man, I think he won that fight. Man, Frank Martin with the vicious knockout. Yeah, man, there's a lot of fighters, a lot of Derrick James fighters fought tonight. It was a good card, man. It was a hell of a card, man. Very competitive fights. No one-sided, lopsided fights. People came to fight, man, and that shit was amazing. Yeah, no lie, man. I had a good time watching it. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. You got Navarrete, you got all the Puerto Rican cats. My boy, my dog, Willie Shaw getting busy this weekend. I see him winning in dramatic fashion. I feel like he's gonna shock the world. A friend of the program, so we're gonna support him 100%. Be behind him for sure. Yeah, man. So it's exciting, man. It's exciting. What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? How you feel? I'm just out here trying, man. Well, what's going on, man? Shit, join the panel. Let me put that in there. Put the link in the Chizat. What? Oh, okay, it's one of them. Oh, okay. Sure. Anyway, but yeah, man, it was a hell of a card today, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We need more Tuesday night fights. If we can get more Tuesday night fights, man, that'd be amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing the next time they have it. I'm waiting on Ringside City to do another card on a weekday. I mean, if we can get a Thursday and a Tuesday, both those nights of boxing, plus a Saturday night, oh yeah, amazing. It'll be amazing for sure. Yeah, so that'd be very exciting, man. No question about it. I think that more boxing the better. You know what I mean? But I think they did a hell of a job today, man. I think that putting that card on today was a good look. But yeah, man. Yeah, if you're gonna talk shit in the comments, man, you can join the panel, talk that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. That's you know. I know Fred's still on right now, so I know a lot of people still hanging with Fred right now. Him and DB are having a very deep conversation. Man, they going at it right now about Maxine Waters. So I think everybody come over here after that. I think Rapstar still has a live going on. Shit. Let's see. Yeah, man. Yeah, so when everybody come through, everybody gonna come through from there and shit like that. I think Rapstar got I think his live is going on right now. Let me see. Let me see. I think he got a live going on right now. I know Fred still got his live going on. Let me see. Yeah, man. Let me see. This cat right here. Go ahead and block him real quick. You know what I mean? Block. I gotta block niggas now, man. Shit. Like worried about y'all niggas, man. But yeah, man. We just waiting on Fred and them to pop out and shit like that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, they having a deep conversation over there, man. So um shit, it's all good. So this weekend, you got Neverete, and then you got a lot of the Puerto Rican cats. Joseph Adorno, him and his brother fighting. I'm looking forward to them getting down. I had them on the show before. I go live. I go live more than that, but this is the live show that I do at night, just so everybody come through from the barbershop just to stay up for the third shift. That's all. But I do go live at different times, but most of the time I just go live at night at 12 just because it was a slot that Reggie Owens gave me, so I just jump on at that time. But I jump on a lot on Sundays. I do like maybe 2 or 3 lives. I go live on Friday early, shit like that. This is hilarious, man. This is hilarious. These niggas be having me rolling, bro. They be having nothing else better to do with their lives. How is Barrios gonna win? Shit. So that's the reason how he gonna win? Because he's stronger? So you saying that Tank not gonna be able to reach him? You don't think he can get past the jab? You don't think he can have head movement to get through there? Okay. Sure. Sure you will. Okay. My dog said. JB, what's going on, bro? Come join the panel. Rob Brown, what's going on, man? Salute to you, my brother. JB, what's going on, man?
What's good? What's good with it, Kyle? What's the
Man,
deal?
shit, you know, another one like the other one, man. Same super heated. You know how it go. Did you catch the fights tonight?
Nah, I ain't. Nah, I was watching my Nets. I ain't even catching it.
You said you're who?
I said I was watching the Nets.
No.
So
Who the
huh?
reason why you like the Nets? Who you like on the Nets?
Yeah, KD, of course.
Oh, so you do like what LeBron fans do? You follow KD?
Nah, I've been rocking with the Nets way before he even came to the Nets.
Oh, okay.
It just so happened that he came to the Brooklyn Nets, so it made it even better.
EG, salute, man. Yeah, I had a troll in here earlier. These niggas, they make like hella damn YouTube accounts. That shit's funny, bro. I don't even know how niggas be. I don't understand how niggas can do the shit that niggas do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they different. The internet is different. You know what I'm saying? The internet niggas is different. The internet different.
Yeah, man. Where these niggas be coming from, bro?
You know that dude, this Jit dude, normal Jit.
Nah, I saw. I don't know where these niggas come from, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought you knew because he said posted up in Oakland. I said I thought you knew, bro.
Man, I think I had I had Southpaw on before, right? I did his show before, and he did mine before. So that's probably where these niggas come from. You know what
Remember, nigga, I was on the live when he was on. Remember?
Yeah. So he got a lot of niggas like he got like niggas that come on and just shit like this. These niggas is weird. These niggas,
Kyle, bro, what's Fruitville? What is that?
man, shit that I don't go to any fucking way. You know, where Oscar Grant, you know that movie Fruitville?
Nah, I ain't never seen that before.
Oh, you never been to a session before?
Nah.
You remember when that guy he got killed by the BART police on the train?
When this happened, nigga, nigga, I'm in my 20s, bro. You know,
This happened some years ago, but
this happened when like 09,
shit,
2010.
happened some years ago. I'm trying to think of this nigga name. The nigga that played what's the name in Black Panther? Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan played him.
Okay. Nah, I ain't familiar with that.
Yeah, it's man, it's a sad ass movie, man. Basically, the nigga, he was on a BART, and he was on a BART, right? And they got into a little fight, and then when he got off the BART, police came, right, and broke everything up. They had him in handcuffs and shit, and then the police officer shot him. He was acting like he was in he had a hey Mark, come on the panel, bro. So he shot him. He said it was his taser, but he shot him though. So that was like a big ass movie and shit like that.
Okay. Oh man, you see what this nigga said? What he say? He said y'all some faggots. Oh man. Oh man, Kai, that's how you know your channel going when the trolls start popping up.
Yeah, man. I don't even know where these niggas come from, to be honest with you. Toast, what's going on, man?
Not much. What's happening? A little word. I'm waiting on the show, man.
Oh, you want to wait on the show, man? I've been on this joint for 18 minutes, man.
Nah, well, I had to unload. I had to do my delivery just then, but before I did my delivery, I was checking. It said 210, but it was already past 210. It wasn't on, so I was like, man, I'll come back a little later.
Yeah, man. I had to put my daughter in her bed and I had to get some shit together. Did you watch those
good?
fights?
You here now? Huh? Did I watch what?
Watch those fights today?
Nah, I probably was asleep, man. What time were the fights?
Shit. It was my time. It was like 6 and 7 my time.
Yes, that would have been 8. So it would have been 7 or 8 my time. It would have been 8 or 9 my time.
What, 10? I don't know.
Yeah, I was in the sleep mode. But I thought I saw PBC had put something out there about some fights on YouTube. I started to check them out, but I was trying to catch up with you guys before I was get involved with that. And I wasn't sure if it was today or not, but then I said today was Tuesday though. And I was thinking, I don't miss the Wednesday night fights, but it'd be Wednesday. Well, technically it's Wednesday now since it's past noon. I mean midnight on my end. But yeah, no, I didn't watch it, man. I'll check them. I'll check out the highlights or something.
Hey, man, it was a hell of a card, Cinto. It was.
Were they on Fox? Were they on Fox or Showtime or what?
Hell yeah.
Which network were they?
FS1.
FS1. Okay, I might get. Hopefully I can catch the replay of it.
You know, it was hella good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's up, Mark? What's happening?
Yeah. What's poppin', my G? How y'all feeling?
Oh man, everything good, man. Did you get to see those fights today?
Hell no, man. I've been smoking.
That's fun.
And I took my daughter to the doctor this morning. She had to get some shots. I came back. I did a little shout out to my man Oddfella. He had the weed report all the way from Ontario. So I did the weed report with him, and the verdict came in, and so we smoked that Derek Chauvin pack. Had to smoke that Derek Chauvin pack on them niggas. And then I said I was supposed to watch Versus. I started falling asleep on that shit, man. I went on to put my daughter down, and I dozed off too. I woke up and I was like, shit, let me go see what's going on in the shop, and I'm gonna work on some video editing in here, put this video together. So I'm in here downloading some clips for the video, and I was like, shit, let me go check out my boy Kyle, see what he got popping. So I saw you had already set the thumbnail, so I just beaming in, saying what up though.
Hell
I see
yeah.
y'all was talking about that Oscar Grant situation. What up, Reg? How you feel?
Reg, salute to Sir Reggie Owens, man. Salute to you, my brother.
Yeah, man. So when I went to sleep, man, the barbershop, they was over there arguing about the shit. I woke up, I was like, damn, it's 3 a.m. Them niggas still over there arguing about that shit.
Yeah, I left Fred a little early, man. Some things ain't time to talk about. You know, I want to hear something else, man. But
yeah,
some things are right.
Sometimes it might not be the right time.
The attorney was a little informative. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, you gotta let stuff simmer sometimes, man.
Hey, look, my mama used to always tell me. She said, "Baby, sometimes you gotta ask yourself: Is this the right time? Is this the right place? Am I the right person to say these things? And do they need to be said at all?" You get what I'm saying? And sometimes, you can miss the mark in that assessment. I know I miss the mark damn near every day just dealing with my wife and my daughter, like just my tone, my expression, because, dealing with those girls, man, she'll just cry just because my tone gets intense. And I might not even be talking to her. I might be talking to the dog in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, don't do that. And I just hear her crying in the other room thinking I'm talking to her.
Yeah.
I wasn't even talking to you. But it's just my voice and tone, and sometimes you can miss the mark with your tone, without raising your voice, just your point of view, even if you're right. Like here, example, I could tell you, hey, you know what, your breath stinks right now, Kyle, and you could be like, hey, I appreciate you helping me out. That was a good point. And I could tell you, hey, you know what, Kyle, you're a little overweight, and your breath stink. But you might be like, hey, my nigga, you doing too much. This is my wedding day, and you supposed to be making the toast as my best man. You get what I'm saying? Wrong. Yeah, it might be the nice thing to say. It might be the wrong thing to say. It might be true, but not right here, not right now on my day. And sometimes when people having their day, you got to just let them cook. But he did have some true points, though. Like,
yeah, he did, but
the timing, I guess,
Yeah, I think it could have been maybe a day or two later, man. When things. So I mean,
man,
they had the decision, and then this young lady gets shot.
Today, man, to be honest with you, I don't know, man. I couldn't get into it, man. It just the little girl dying and shit today, man. Kind of it kind of just threw me off, man. I wanted to talk about boxing and shit, laugh a little bit, but shit, man, my daughter was running around like crazy. So shout out to my dog, H Money, joining the panel. What's going on, big dog?
Oh, he jumped off, didn't
he? Yeah, man. I didn't. I couldn't really make out the clip. I saw that
man.
When I woke up.
So,
too. What happened?
I checked it out on Regis joint.
Good show, man. I enjoyed that shit, man.
I can't really see the breakdown of like what happened. They said she had a knife or something.
Man, I haven't watched it, bro. I just been seeing it posted. You know what I mean? I just been seeing it posted, and I just don't want to get it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to. I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah. Hey, look. A lot of people don't know. That's what happened with Tulsa, Oklahoma. Why that history stayed hidden for so long, because the citizens didn't want to talk about it because it was like talking about the Holocaust or something. They didn't want to scare the kids and people to be tormented by that kind of thing. Also, it's hurtful and embarrassing that like because what do you have to look forward to when this is the country that you live in, the country you was born into, the only land you've ever known. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, wow, I'm not even not wanted here, not treated fairly. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
No, it's a fact, bro. It is a true fact.
like when you talk about it, like damn, what's the alternative? Damn, I gotta lead the whole country. Some shit that our people help build. Because who said it? I heard somebody say it best. They always say black people are lazy and shit. That's some cap. Because think about it. Why would you want to enslave a lazy person? You get what I'm saying? Like you
Exactly.
usually get people to do jobs that you don't know how to do or you don't want to do. Like I cut my own.
Hey,
I don't know about you guys, but I cut my own grass. I'm not about to pay nobody to cut the grass. I can do that. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. But some shit I don't know. I might not know how to fix the hot water heater. You get what I'm saying? I hired somebody for that, or the electrician work. So because I don't want to
yeah,
die out there doing it. So I get it, man. But we got to
yeah, we the
about
we
these.
the opposite on that. I
Yeah.
pay that on my yard cut because I don't have the time, and the guy's not too expensive at all. He's like $35. And I got like a little bit less than an acre. And
Man, you get your ass
but
out there and cut the grass.
no, man, I ain't got time, man. I gotta get out here and get all this. I can get out here. I can make more money out here than
Oh, okay.
than cutting that grass. But then as
You
far
all
as the
ain't
water
man.
heater, I installed my own water heater. So it don't take much time. I mean, I YouTube a lot of stuff, when I gotta do stuff like that. But,
Shout out to my dog Pugilist, man. What's going on, big homie?
Hey, what's up, brothers? I just happened to notice that you was on, so I said let me jump on here.
What's up,
I
Pugilist?
got it.
What's
How
up,
you doing?
Pugilist, bro?
I got doing. I got on the show late. You was already gone, Kyle, when I got on late last night. Well, this morning, I should say.
Hey, I was on for 2 hours, man. Hey, listen.
Yeah, I was at work.
Sleep. I was hella tired this morning. I'm dozing. I felt
That joint ran about 2 or 3 hours after we got off.
man, it was like a 7-hour train.
Yeah. I was on there by myself for a minute.
Yeah, it went for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know who he talking about.
Is that Ian who was talking about sucking toes on Regis channel? Who is he talking about?
I don't know who he talking about.
Yeah, I know he ain't talking about me because I don't suck no damn toes, so he can't be talking about me.
Yeah, I may dibble and dabble in the toe sucking department. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that ain't my thing. Never been my stilo.
I ain't never said food, but I dibs and dabs every now and again. What's going on, Big DJ? But did you did you see any of those fights, Pugilist?
Over the week, this past weekend. Yeah.
Tonight.
When?
Not tonight.
Hell yeah.
Nah. Which fights was tonight? I'm at work. That's why I'm just saying.
Man, dude, I wish you could. Man, I'm the only motherfucker on the panel that seen the goddamn fights today. Shit.
Who fought tonight?
Damn. Frank Martin. So three of Errol Spence fighters fought today. 2 out of 3 lost.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Marv the Cut, man. What's going on, big dog? SF City Slicker, what's going on, man? Yeah, dude. But Burley Brooks, he get robbed all the time, dude. He's the new what's the nigga name? Cause Mayweather fighter, cause damn, what is this nigga name? I'm looking at him right now, and I cannot think of this name.
Badu Jack.
Badu Jack, bro. He's the new Badu Jack. That motherfucker get robbed every time every time he fight, he get robbed.
Damn.
Yeah, they don't jack Badu Jack off so many times, man. At least 3 that I've seen.
Man,
him a draw instead of
yeah,
giving the
he,
man the win.
well, he get fucked over all the time. But he was getting
Man,
fucked. He don't even get draws. He get straight L's.
but I've seen him on 3 draws that I thought he won.
I'm about to see. I'm about to see.
I thought he only lost 2 or 3. I mean, wait a minute, hold on. I know he the first time got knocked out, and then the second time Mike Brown beat him. Then I thought the rest of them were like draws. They should have stopped that Mike Brown fight earlier anyway because his head was messed up.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me show y'all this, right?
I'm not trying to get a hold of somebody.
Yeah, my phone, my other phone. I'm trying to get to them.
Yeah, man. What's the weather like in y'all localities, man?
Oh shit, I got you know I'm in the Bay Area. We got some good weather all the time.
Okay. I know I was seeing folks with coats and everything on up north in like Minnesota and some other places up north. Shit, it's starting to come to the Nashville area, man. Temperature dropped today, this evening. Yeah, I heard something in the forecast about some snow or something. I'm like, what? I know it ain't gonna last.
It's in
It's
the
not
mid
gonna hold
50s.
up, but it's crazy.
We're in the mid 50s up here in New York.
50s in New
Mid
York,
50s, yeah.
mid 50s. Is that the high?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been having 70s, but it dropped down tonight. I had to put my toboggan on when I first come out of the house tonight. Get started.
Man, I ain't heard that word in forever, man.
Yeah, it's a penitentiary word, man.
They said it. They said that in Charlotte a lot.
Dude, yeah. You know what? I pretty much got it from the cats in North Carolina, DC, and all that. You know, but it was all over. You know, some of the cats up northeast was like Scully, and some of them like Toboggan. I forget what the cats in Texas were called, but yeah, I was around a lot of them East Coast cats. You know.
Easy, salute to you, man. Easy, man. Eli Zachary, get your ass on this panel, man. Shout out to my dog Hustle Slim for sliding through, man. I gotta show y'all this. I gotta show y'all. I gotta show y'all these faces that this dude made. Like when they told him that he won the fight. J.A. Dixon, what's going on? Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this dude face, man. When they told him he won the fight.
He couldn't believe he won.
Like you bullshit.
Look at this shit. He like, nigga, I did. Look at this.
What's this cat name?
I forgot that dude's name, but he fought Burley Brooks. But when they told that nigga he won, if y'all go to the PBC, Instagram, dog, you can see his face in full, bro. And that nigga was like, I did?
Like, y'all don't got over on somebody.
Yeah, this is the face of a nigga that knew he ride, like he knew he got away with some shit. You know what I mean? Like, look at this nigga face. He was like, "What? I did what?"
Who was that?
That's the dude that fought today. He fought Burley Brooks today. Burley Brooks.
That nigga look like shit. They gonna give me that shit.
That nigga,
Yeah.
nigga eyes got big as hell too.
Yeah. That's the trip.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm gonna jump back in the chat, man. Kyle missed a lot of these fights, man. But thanks again
Yeah.
for the support, and I'm gonna definitely share the link to my subscribers, man. I see you at the top, man.
Hey, tomorrow. What time do we need to go over to your channel?
10 o'clock Eastern.
So 7 o'clock. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
10 o'clock Eastern. I'm over here in Atlanta.
Okay. So yeah, we'll be on for sure.
All right, my G. I appreciate y'all.
Nah, hell
Look like Eli in the house, man.
Respect.
What's going on? What's going on, Santos?
What's up,
that?
my
Is
brother?
the best pugilist?
Yeah, he's in the house.
What's going on, JB?
It's good,
Kyle?
bro.
What's
Not too
happening?
much, bro. It was a bunch of it was. I ain't gonna say it was a bunch of robberies, but it was some fucked up fights this week, bro. It was some fucked up that Tony Harrison and Perella fight. Oh, like, and then you had Andrade had the ugly fight. He pulled it off. He did his thing, but he had. I just couldn't get over how Andrade. What was that fucking pull back, leaning overhand?
Yeah.
Get off me! I was like, what the fuck is that? What's that? That looked like the punch that somebody threw in school when they were fighting the bully, and they just was really trying to like get him off of him. I was like, what
You,
the fuck was that
you know,
shit?
the first 2 or 3 rounds, he had all his stamina. You know, his energy level was great, and a lot of that stuff was working. He thought he was gonna get that cat out of there, and could, and then he just started. He got tired, man, and just
Seemed like his legs went
got
on him.
lazy. Yeah, he looked ugly, man.
Hmm. Yeah, it seemed like his legs went on him because I ain't never seen him get stuck like that. Like he in the middle of the ring and then he just leaned over and just started
Yep.
like punching up. I'm like, what the fuck? He stuck. Like his
Yeah, it was
legs.
ugly.
Yeah, his legs wasn't cooperating with him. Him or
You know, that
Tony? I
cat,
mean,
that cat was naturally stronger than Andre.
yeah,
And when they tussle and wrestle, he was naturally
yeah,
stronger than
yeah.
Andre.
I seen he fell over one time with him.
Hmm.
Once or twice, yeah, and then it was like he hit him with some. Now that's one thing that I did see that Andrade actually sitting down on his punches. He does have
That's
some
when he,
decent power.
yeah, that's when he was doing his better. When he
Yeah,
got tired and he sat down on his punches, he was under more control of his body, and he was,
Hey, can y'all
dude
hear
couldn't
me?
do nothing with him at that point.
yeah, we can hear you
We hear you.
now.
But he got caught. He got caught pretty good once or twice in that fight too. I think 2 times, but I know one time. At first, I got caught real good, man. I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah.
down for a minute.
He went to holding on. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did the field drumming.
it was real awkward. That was the. I mean, I seen Mark Nash in the chat saying that lead up because it was awkward. Yeah, it was real awkward, man. I was like, what the hell? Hey, he just like he's already a. I'm not going to say awkward fighter, but he's already a fighter that, has a crazy style. Like he's always on the move and he's popping you from different angles, but it's controlled. You can still see the balance. He looked awkward, like his legs wasn't underneath him good. But it's that layoff. I can say, it's that layoff. Harrison's, it's that layoff, but I feel like
Yeah,
Harrison actually lost that fight.
yeah, he should have done better in that fight, man. That was a fight. That guy had everything to win and nothing to lose. If he had that focus like he had when he went against Charlo that last time, he would have made
Hmm.
that fight so much easier for himself. I mean, the white dude is a tough dude though. He ain't no slouch,
Hmm.
But at the same time, he ain't, I never say he's
He
a
ain't
better
that.
boxer than Harrison on Harrison's best day, but he
I
was
couldn't
that day.
believe that Harrison walked him down, picked shots, and stood right in front of him.
Yeah,
Like, bro, you just walked him down and you got him
exactly.
where
He
you
wasn't
want
throwing
him,
no
and you ain't
combos.
changing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you ain't throwing no combinations. You ain't changing levels. You ain't taking angles, and you just done walked him down and got him right there. And it's like you taking 1, 2 shots and admiring your work. Like, bro, this about to become a dog fight. I was
hmm
on H Money Channel and I was like, say, this about to become a dog fight. I can see this about to become a dog fight because if he does not start to put together something more to wear this dude down, this dude is going to get confident and start fighting him back. And that's
Yeah,
exactly what
exactly
happened.
what happened. Yeah,
Styles make fights. It was a terrible. That was a terrible matchup for him, especially his first fight back after such a long time.
Yep.
You know, they shouldn't
hmm
have. If I was his manager, I would have never allowed it. Because for one, he hasn't fought very many southpaws in either his amateur career nor his pro career. That's why they kept saying he hated southpaw. So why would you put him in there? Sometimes, see, a better fighter can lose to a fighter who's not as good as him based on their style. My son was talking to me about that, and I was explaining to him that yeah, it can happen. I said like you would take somebody like a great fighter like Thomas Hearns. Thomas Hearns lost to Iran Barkley. Iran Barkley, that's my big bro, but he nowhere near as great as fighter as Thomas Hearns was, but he beat Thomas Hearns because of the
yeah,
style, simply
yeah,
because of the style.
exactly.
Every
Yep.
style is not good for you, even if you're a
Right.
better fighter, and that was a perfect example of that. That fight,
Hey,
he had no business being in that ring with that dude with that type of style, especially his first fight back after such a long layoff. That's bad management.
And
And,
and
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 losing
after
his dad
his
at
dad
the
passed,
same time.
On
and
top of that,
and after his dad passed, I'm
yeah,
though, bro. Uh, he got to get a new trainer.
hmm
That's the facts, bro. I know he didn't look his
And his
best.
brother wasn't talking about nothing.
Oh man, listen. Uh, he got to get another trainer, bro. Um, I think Roy Jones would be good for him. I think Roy Jones would be great for him.
nah, bro, he need to go where his heart is in that crunk gym, bro. We have the whole Sugar Hill thing
yeah,
that we had in
yeah.
the barbershop, but that's his trainer right there. That's who he need to be
Somebody like
with, bro.
that.
He need to be with
Yeah.
Sugar Hill, Virgil Hill, Virgil Hunter, somebody like that, bro.
Nah, I mean, that
Yeah,
ain't
Somebody that
some.
knows a fighter that box and move like that, or is from the familiarity is there already.
but
Virgil Hill done been with a Andre Ward, Virgil Hunter. I mean, done been with a Andre Ward. Then you got Sugar Hill that whole crunk style and that gym. It breathed life into what Tony Harrison is.
but that ain't Tony Harrison's style. His style ain't that
Mhm.
crunching style. He ain't.
But
That's your boxer.
he'll
That's
box and
he
punch.
used to
He'll
he used to
box.
be with
You know,
he used to be with Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he used to be with the crunk.
you know who'd be the good trainer for Tony Harrison? Be Kevin Cunningham. Be perfect with the boxer.
Hmm
Back boxing off the back foot.
I
Kevin
think I
Cunningham would be
think
a good fit.
Brother McGirt might work well for him too.
Nah, I don't know about
Yeah, he
that.
needs somebody. He needs somebody who's
I
a
think Buddy be
boxer.
all right for him. Yeah,
He needs
yeah,
somebody that's a
Buddy.
boxing trainer, a boxer, somebody
Yeah.
who or a boxing trainer. Buddy was a master boxer. He could box. He
Yeah,
needs
that's what
somebody
I
like
say.
that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I think they styles mesh pretty good.
yeah.
You might be right.
I like
Hey,
Kevin Cunningham.
this look at this one though.
Cunningham would be good too.
This is the best one right here. Jay Dixon with the Heat.
I think Kevin Cunningham better than Barry Hunter.
Ah, nigga, we can't say that. I ain't.
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna say that. I respect both of
Yeah,
them.
I
yeah.
think Hunter's pretty good.
I like Barry.
He
They
good.
both pretty good.
I like Kevin
They got
Cunningham
different
a little
styles.
bit better. I like what
I
he
like
did
that.
with Corey
I,
Spinks, bro.
If you think
I
about
like that gladiator style they got down there in DC though. When they
how
train.
uh,
Mhm.
think about how Sean Porter looked with Barry Hunter in his corner versus without
Yeah,
Barry Hunter,
against Spence. That was a beautiful
Yeah.
job.
and against Danny Garcia.
Yeah, Danny Garcia first.
He
The only
need that win. He
he went
damn sure need that win, cause he ain't got his fucking stamina is not there. He needs some win. His stamina is not there.
Yeah, that's why I say he needs some. Well, Buddy McGirt was more of the boxing, but Hunter, they
Yeah.
train like gladiators down there. And, what's that? Headbangers. He'll
Hmm.
get them right. He'll get them right,
Yeah.
man. I'm telling you. Cunningham is gonna tell him how it is, or he ain't gonna be with him, and that's good,
Mhm.
you know.
Hmm.
But I
Either
just think,
either one of these trainers, all the trainers that was
yeah,
named,
yeah.
I can honestly respect.
He need to let his brother stay with basketball, man, because it wasn't working Saturday, man. It's just
He just wasn't
I don't
saying.
think he'll
I
get it.
don't know if
He wasn't
he
talking
looked
about
like a
nothing.
deer in headlights. He looked like a
Yeah,
deer in headlights. Like the lights was too bright for him. Like to say, "Damn, this is my first one," and I got Roy Jones looking across over here across. It's
Yeah.
like I'm overthinking. What do I really want to tell him, and I can't
He
spit it
didn't know
out.
what to tell him. He didn't know what to tell him.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, it's a matter of respect. I mean, they can talk a good game in interviews, but he's the younger brother, ain't he?
Yeah.
He's 31. He's
Hmm.
younger. Shoot,
Um,
man, get somebody you gonna respect, man.
he probably give
Somebody
his
you'll
brother
listen to.
another chance. I mean, they did.
Oh yeah, they
It
keep
was a
it
draw.
family tight.
Hmm. He probably give his brother another chance.
I wouldn't. Fuck that.
He
Yeah,
was,
I don't see him getting
he-
far with his brother in his corner though. I really don't,
I'm trying
yeah,
to.
he was
unless he.
definitely a bit lost without his pop
Hey,
in his corner.
hey,
Yeah.
somebody, who you think Tony Harrison should get to train him?
It's a lot of great trainers, man. First, I want to say, shout outs to the boxing section. Thanks for having me. Shout outs to everybody on the panel. Jason Brown, my brother Eli Zachary, Santos, and
What's up,
Salute.
H?
my brother, man, and the other
Get
brother
it.
on the panel, man. Shout outs to
Get it.
everybody, man. Yeah, I think Tony Harrison, he should probably work with somebody like a maybe even Sugar Hill. To be honest with you, out there, he from Detroit, right? The Crunk
Hmm.
Gym right there. Why not work with Sugar Hill right there? I think that'd be a perfect match for him, being from Detroit right there.
Yeah, he's been over there before. That was
Hmm.
early in his career.
Mm.
He was with Crump,
Let me
Yep.
but he
ask y'all
always had his
something.
dad.
Let me ask
Yeah.
y'all something. Hustle Slim say, "I'm sorry, y'all. Once a boxer has been stopped with the wrong prideful mindset, it doesn't matter who trains him. It is over."
I don't know. I don't know about that. Uh, I don't know. I mean, you got Josecito. He's with them Garcias now, and he's looking better than he used to look. He might not
Jose
be getting a
Cito
punch of weight.
Lopez, yeah, he
Josecito,
been in the
yeah, he
gym
looking better, man.
with Robert Garcia. Matter of
Hmm.
fact, Lolo been in the gym with them over there with Robert Garcia, and Lolo dad told me that Lolo been doing his thing over
You
there,
know the
looking
great.
sharp. Ellie Setback did an interview with Lolo. They seen him in the gym. They did an interview with him, and guess what? Jose Cito Lopez said Lolo a monster. He seen him. He was impressed.
That's
So
what's up.
Lolo only 17. He fight this Saturday, matter of fact. So man, Lolo the coldest, man. You know what I mean? And breaking news, Lolo might be getting signed very soon, man. He doing his thing. It's starting to pay off. They coming with some big time offers for Lolo, man, who came up in the community, man. So he's a fighter that we worked with from the very beginning. Before he had any fights, he came to the barbershop, man. You know what I mean? So it feels good, man. I think as a community that we made this happen with this young fighter, a young black fighter. You feel me? From the inner city. So I
That's
think
what's
we.
up.
Yup. Yup.
Hey, shout out,
Hey,
shout out.
salute Tino the Great. He said something for real. He won't go with Sugar Hill because I forgot J Rock just signed Sugar Hill, and we asked Sugar Hill that
Yeah,
on
that's right.
Barbershop, and he said as
Yeah, he
much
did
as
say it.
that would be a conflict of interest, even to go against Tony Harrison because he got so much love for Tony Harrison and his father.
Hey, shout out to Lolo Harris, man. He been on the barbershop. He done been on H Money show. He done been on my show. Shout out to him and his father, man. Solid dudes, man. I really wish I had a passport. I'll take my ass to Mexico and get down.
Yeah. And guess what? Lolo got power. He got speed and power. The LeBron James of boxing, only 17. He a bad motherfucker, man. Lolo knocking people out, bro. I guarantee you a knockout. I promise you that. He coming like Mike Tyson. For real.
Hey, I gotta salute. I gotta salute his pops on the way he, bringing him along and the way he's supporting him and just the way he conduct himself and carry himself, man.
For sure, man. Shout out to my boy Jefferson, though, man. May 8th, gonna get busy. Shout out to Sheen. He trained with Jerron Ennis, man. So I'm going out to Philly for him, my boy Sheen, my boy E, man. They all from the same car. So I'm taking my ass to Philly in May 8th. So if y'all want to slide, man, let me know. But I'll be in Philly May 8th. Hey, H1, I got a question for you. H,
What's up with it?
do you think he should keep his brother or find a new trainer, period?
He probably should just so bring somebody in. Keep your brother, but bring somebody else in. You know what I mean? That's what I think. You can add somebody. You ain't got to take him away. He could be your secondary coach. You could bring in somebody else, and they could work together. That's how you do it.
Let his brother learn some more and pick up some more too. That might be a good thing.
Yeah, man. I just he could be his second or even his third, but the first, hell no. I think I'm telling y'all, man. If y'all look at how he looked at Roy Jones, the way he was coaching that dude, that dude had no chance in hell of beating Tony Harrison. But Roy Jones made that dude believe that he could beat him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
5V. You know, great. Salute to my brother. Shout out my boy.
Lie though. I ain't gonna lie, Sugar Hill, man, Sugar Hill, bad motherfucker though, bro. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker Tyson Fury, a bad motherfucker, bro. Reggie Owens was out there with Tyson Fury.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
I know y'all seen it when Reggie was hanging out with Tyson Fury and Sugar Hill. Y'all seen that shit?
y'all seen that bullshit.
Yeah, I seen it.
Now, what you mean some bullshit? Don't be
God
hating on Reggie because he
damn.
was the champion shit. Don't get
Nah,
mad
he
when
shitting
when a
on he
brother.
shitting
Nah,
on
don't be hating
Fury.
on Reggie Owens because he hanging out with the heavyweight champ. Nigga,
Oh,
what's up? Don't be hating on my nigga.
I ain't hating on Reg. I'm hating on Tyson.
Well, I mean, what you mean? Ain't no hating, bro. He chilling with Tyson Fury. I was happy to see my brother get an interview with Tyson Fury, my nigga. Tyson Fury fucking with niggas. He
Hey,
fucking with niggas. You seen with Sugar Hill? He fucking with black niggas. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Shit.
fuck him.
He fucking with niggas. Tyson
Fuck
Fury
him.
fucking with niggas.
Ace Money just took off.
Oh,
Yo, fuck.
shit.
Hey, so what you saying? He's spending his money black.
Yeah, man, Tyson Fury a cool motherfucker. You heard him when he was with Reggie. Tyson Fury like, man, I'm knocking motherfuckers out. Tyson
Yeah.
Fury, bro, that motherfucker, man. Hey,
Ain't
man,
shit.
I kick shit with Tyson Fury, man. You feel
Shout out
me?
to
I ain't gonna lie. You feel me?
shout
Tyson Fury a cool nigga, man. He
shout
cool.
out
I fuck with Tyson Fury, bro. On God, man. Tyson Fury a real nigga, man. You feel me? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just say like this. He fucking with my nigga Reggie Owens. It's only right that I fuck with him. You know what I mean? He ain't.
Hey,
Hey, man. Hey, look. Hey, look. He fuck with the
He didn't
team.
know who Reggie was though.
He fuck
He
with
didn't
the
know who
hey,
hood
Reggie
though.
was.
He
hell
do. He
nah.
do.
Next week he gonna do some slick ass shit. Why?
Man, Tyson
Yeah.
Fury fucking with hood niggas, man. I fuck with Tyson Fury, bro.
Hey, shout out to Reg for getting that interview, but fuck Tyson Fury.
Nah, fuck that, nigga. Tyson Fury fucking with niggas out the hood, my nigga. Fuck that,
I
my
don't
nigga.
know what he
Nah,
fucking
I
with.
fuck with Tyson Fury, my nigga. I fuck with.
Say, boy, if Ace Money get a fucking Tyson Fury interview,
Oh, that shit gonna be
woo-wee.
cold, bro. Tyson
Can you
Fury,
imagine
real
both of
nigga,
these
man.
niggas talking shit?
Man, Tyson Fury was talking shit. He was with Reggie, like, man, I'm knocking motherfuckers out. I'm knocking motherfuckers out. Reggie Owens busting up laughing. This nigga Tyson Fury talking so much shit. Come on, man, that's what you want to hear. He
Yeah.
giving you
Hey,
what you want.
Ace Money, you go show them that new combination.
Yeah, hell yeah. Man, hey man, I'm trying to come out there to Vegas. I'm fucking with Reggie Owens out there. They got Devin Haney out there. Vegas is where it's
Fucking
at.
right.
Then you got Tyson Fury out there with Sugar Hill. That shit lit in Vegas, man.
Hey,
Hey,
Vegas
you
is
know
where
what?
it's at.
That's what fucking Reggie need to do, man. Reggie, call Bill and go do one of them interviews with Devin.
you know, one of the homies, he Fox fans, what's up with you, big dog? Salute to you. One of the homies, he won a Dev training sparring partners for this camp. The dude I was with this weekend at the spot. So I'm trying to link up. I'm trying to link up with Devin Haney soon, man, because they got one more weekend out here for the camp. So I'm trying to link up with him, man. So make that shake, H-Money. I know you got the.
Yeah, man. Hey, you already know. I talked to Devin Haney last night on the phone, man. Bill Haney put him on the phone. Devin Haney was talking plenty of shit like, yo, H, man, I'm about to fuck this dude up, man. He like, man, I got some new shit I'm working on. And guess what, man? He gonna surprise a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Everybody pull up May 29th in Vegas. Devin the Dream Haney, the youngest champion in boxing. You feel me? Taking over, man. It's the new takeover, man. You know what I mean? So hey, everybody fuck with him. You know what I mean? Everybody show love, man. That's what
Are
I
you
gotta
going?
say, man.
Are you going?
Yeah, man. He ready. He want me to come right now.
When they got,
Devin Haney, like, man, you need to come right now. Cause you know
hell yeah,
what?
me too, nigga.
Hey, guess what, man? Listen, man, we doing this for the people. Now, Devin Haney is the people's champion. You know, Eli Zachary, he know that. He talks to Bill. You know, the boxing section, you talk to BH the Great. You know what I mean? We all did. You feel me? Devin Haney come to the barbershop. He's the people's champion, man. That's what it's all about, man. He's our champion, man. And he gonna represent the right way. I promise you that.
Hey, H
I
Money.
gotta give it to Dev, man.
Hey,
I gotta give it.
hey, H Money. Make sure you bring your raggedy ass down to Vegas in May, nigga, so we can link up. Cause I'm
Hey man, listen, man, I'm gonna be right there, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be right there, bro. In a what's that? In a motherfucking Porsche truck, man. That's what I'm gonna be in, bro. You know what I mean? You're gonna see your boy H Money. You know what I'm saying? Smoking good, man. That's what you're gonna be seeing, man. Your boy H Money smoking good, man. You know what I mean? I got that real shit. I got that Zaza. I'm smoking on Zaza, baby. For real.
That nigga gonna be on the camera hiding giraffe.
I'm gonna be having fun, nigga. I've been working hard. Now it's time to have fun. Hey, listen, Dev already know what to do. Bill got it. He got it on lock. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be ready though. Like as far as the fights and all of that, it's gonna be tunnel vision now. We ain't gonna be laughing and smiling and all of that. He ha ha when we in training camp. We here to handle business. You know what I'm saying? We on our Andre Ward shit. So I'm gonna leave that to you, Kyle. You know, you could do all the laughing and smiling. I'm on some straight, you know what I'm saying, business type shit. You know me, I'm out here in Memphis. It's real slimy, man. I'm not on no nice shit. Ain't nothing nice. You feel me? I got that mentality. And that's why Bill like that. He like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a LA nigga, South Central, but you know, out here in South Memphis, this shit is even crazier. So being out here for this long, man, I'm just gonna bring something to another level. And you know what I'm saying? And guess what? Like, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga play with Bill Haney out there, and if a nigga play with Devin Haney,
H Money, don't tell nobody else nothing else.
the
H
nigga
Money,
gonna
don't
die
tell.
if they play with them niggas.
Damn, boy.
If a nigga play with Devin Haney, they gonna die, nigga. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially when I'm out there. I don't give a fuck.
H Money. H Money. Man,
Bill already know. I already told Bill that if a nigga play with Bill, it's over.
In the words of my grandpa, pack your shit and get your hat, nigga. You need to go ahead and go down to Vegas, man, and stop playing.
Hey, wherever they want me to come to Oakland. They said to come to Oakland right now, but it's all
nigga,
good.
It's fine, nigga. You know.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, my nigga. Hey, man, I like being in the hood too, though. You gotta understand. I like being in my hood, and Bill already know that. And I told Bill, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna handle the business. You know what I mean? But I like being where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's all. I'm in a good position right now. You feel me? So it's all up. But you know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the show though. Y'all want it to be about all. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the show though.
This is the show. We ain't really got no time.
Yeah.
Look, I'm glad you ready to get back to the show. Nigga,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what H Money might be doing. I might be in the hood somewhere where I like to be. You know what I'm saying? I like being in my hood.
Yeah, what's the next fight coming up?
Hold on, real quick. We finna I'm finna get up out of here, but y'all.
Damn, you about to wrap it up already?
God damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. God damn. You about to wrap it up already?
Nah, nigga.
God damn.
Y'all niggas can stay on though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas can stay on.
What Eli finna say? Eli was about to say something.
I was trying to see what was the next fight that was coming up.
When is the next fight? Oh yeah, this Saturday they got all them Puerto Ricans fight. I think it's like a Puerto Rican holiday. Edgar Berlanga fighting. You got I think Orlando Gonzalez. There's a lot of them. I think a lot of like Latino fighters. What's his name? Edwin Rodriguez, Elvis Rodriguez fighting. Yup. Elvis Rodriguez.
Let's
That
cook.
top
Let's
rank,
cook on
man.
them two, Rodriguez and Berlanga after Kyle get ready to say his final piece.
All right, y'all, man. Listen, another one like the other one, same super heated. You know what I'm saying? You know we're gonna check in tomorrow for sure. In the word of the great philosopher Lil E, I want y'all to breathe air and live life. Man, you know it's always a treat when players meet. Thank y'all for breaking bread with me, man. So to everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Shout out to everybody that comes through every night, man. No matter what. So listen, man, we're gonna go to the after show. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Centos in the after show. You already know, man. So we're gonna do it like this. Quick intermission. Hold on, big boy.
Appreciate you opening the shop up. We'll lock it up when we finish.
Oh man, hey, listen, you already know what time it is with me, man. I got nothing but love for y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that slid.
At the roost, he let the beats be.
Intermission, and we're gonna go to the
At the roost, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
What's up? Ace Money ducked out.
Damn, he was supposed to stay in. Shit.
Yeah, who else? Somebody else ducked out.
Nah, he don't know.
JB.
Else still in there.
JB.
But hey, y'all three, y'all keep it lit every time I get off. So I'm looking forward to just hearing y'all while I sleep, fam. But listen, I'm be at work at 4 a.m. So I'm run. If y'all still on, I'm coming right on, and we're gonna chop it up some more. It was a hell of a show last night, Centos, man. Appreciate you for holding it down. So I'm gonna get with y'all in a minute.
Word. All right.
Yeah, what y'all think about Berlanga?
I think they just show a video of him getting handled in a sparring or something by somebody. I forget who it was.
By Lubin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Erickson Lubis. Yeah.
Yeah, Berlanga good kid. I know, you know, he up here in New York. He's training over here by the gym I'm working my kids out. I've been knowing him for a while. Yeah, he's a talented kid, strong kid, but he needs some rounds. Like typical every good puncher. You know, he got to get some more rounds with some real better boxers. You know, to improve his overall skill set. You know, and but you know, he's a good kid, man. He work hard. He's pop working with him, working with him since he was young. And you know, here in New York, you know, the Puerto Ricans, they love him to death. You know, he got his little fan base is strong. You just got to keep working. You know, just keep working on his skill set. Like I talked to him and I said, you know, it's good you getting these knockouts, but at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you just develop your overall skill set and don't get so caught up on that knockout shit, because eventually you're gonna come across somebody you not knocking out.
You just said the key word when you said develop, because that's something that's not being done with a lot of these youngsters, and you starting to see them get knocked off a little bit at a time. And one thing that I see about him is, like you said, he need those rounds. They were talking about putting him in there with Gabe Rosario next and shit, and I'm like, bro,
that might be a little trouble, yeah.
That's an experienced veteran boxer that can box, and he ain't been out the first round.
Yeah. Gabe don't get knocked out though. They might stop the fight from his face being all rigged up, but he don't really get knocked out.
Yeah, and he will box your ass.
Yes, sir. That's a gatekeeper right there.
I don't even think at this point that. Well, what do you think, Biscuit? Does he need a step up fight now, or does he just need to keep fighting and get a tougher journeyman that he can get like those rounds in with?
Yeah, I agree. He need to step up. Yeah, he need to step. He need to step up fight, but with a journeyman that's more durable. Take him some rounds, you know, so they can see how he performs. Yeah, so he can see how he's going to perform later in the fight, because it's inevitable. You know, it's inevitable that at some point that's going to happen. Once you move up to the better class of fighter.
And he had 168.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
journey? What type of journey? What journeyman at 168 was? I mean, shit, hell, like the guy that Canelo just fought, Yildirim or something.
Somebody along that
Gabe is
along that line.
Gabe is one person, but who's another?
I wouldn't put him in there with Gabe. Gabe
Not
is a
just yet.
veteran. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
just
yeah,
yet.
yeah. Not just yet.
He
Not
need a
just
couple
yet.
of more fights before he fights somebody like Gabe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gabe been a hell of a step. That's a step up for him. That's true.
That would definitely be a step up for him.
Well, that was 154. Let me see.
I'm really trying to think of fights for him at 168 that is
Look,
at that pace of a fighter that's still building up their repertoire as far as punch selection and footwork and taking angles and when to catch and shoot and those different type of fundamentals you got to think about like who's really that.
put him in
You
there
know
with
what?
somebody like that's like in box, got a strong chin, but not really a big puncher. That's what you would want to do with
Exactly.
him.
I just
What's
realized.
my man name? What's my man name? He's southpaw though, but he's not too bad of a boxer. He fought Triple G. What's his name? I think he's from Philly.
Who rolls?
What's that guy name? Yo, actually
Philly?
that guy too. That guy Rose too. But what's this guy name?
Oh, you
he
talking
could
about?
box
I
a
know
bit.
he
He could
used to
box.
knock folks out. I know you're talking about. He lost to Triple G. From Philly.
Southpaw kid.
Yeah. What is his name? Light skinned brother.
Um,
He was a strong puncher.
Oh,
Strong puncher.
fucking had the tattoos. I know you're talking about. God damn it.
Yeah. He used to be in somebody's
The one
daughter from
that
Philly.
was blowing when Triple G knocked him out, he was blowing, looking like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
nah, you talking about no, I'm not talking about him. Y'all talking about Curtis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Curtis.
yeah, yeah,
Curtis
yeah,
Stevens.
yeah.
Curtis
I thought
Stevens
that,
is
you're
a
not talking about
middleweight.
Curtis.
Nah, Curtis Stevens is Orthodox. You know, they from where I'm training at. Nah, that's
Okay.
and he's Orthodox. The kid I'm talking about is Southpaw kid. He's not really a big puncher, but he could box. Uh, he good skill set. I think that somebody like that'd be good for him. He's not really a heavy puncher, but he got some ability to box. Monroe,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The one that fought.
Monroe,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Willie
yeah,
Monroe. Yeah. Look,
yeah.
Reggie
yeah,
was putting it in there right then.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Monroe.
See,
Monroe.
Willie allowed to get knocked out.
Mhm,
Willie ain't never been nothing to me.
mhm.
But he's
Yeah,
still decent. He can get some rounds in, which and he can he
But I'm
can put you
thinking
through the ringer a little bit.
if
yeah. I
he
would think
feels that
Malanga
kid
could get
power,
past the first round. I would think he could get past at least the first round, though.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Even
Willie,
if he gets stopped in a second.
I just think Willie, if he feels some power, I think he gonna punk out, man, like he did with Triple G, man. He
Mhm,
felt the power and he punked out, man. He didn't even really try to fight him good, man.
mhm. But I
It's
think
just, it's hard at that weight class because it seemed like it ain't. It's not like I don't know. It's either you got a fighter that's too dangerous at that point, or you ain't got enough danger there. Cause like look at
Mhm.
Canelo, that Yildirim fight. I was like, who the fuck is this dude? The Rocky Fielders. I mean, he can fight a Rocky
Yeah.
Fielder, but it's like, do you even trust him to get past, to get out the
Mhm.
first round still?
Yeah, he knocked him out.
Yeah.
He messed around and
And
knocked him out.
Willie Monroe still middleweight, ain't he? Is he
I
up?
thought
I don't think he won
I thought
68.
I saw him a fight. I thought I saw him have a fight at 68.
Oh, really?
I thought after that, I think I saw him fight over the weight bout. You know, but somebody like that, you know, could work.
And what y'all think
Mm.
about Edwin Rodriguez?
Uh,
Mm,
I hadn't seen many of Elvis's fight. I know
yeah,
he's
me
decent,
neither. Yeah, I haven't
but
seen too many of his fights.
I
He
saw some
looked
highlights.
He's
I
been
ain't
looking
really,
pretty
really
good, a
check him
pretty
out.
solid puncher. He put together some good combinations.
Yeah, he
You
seemed to
know,
be all right fighter, but I gotta really check him out though before I can cast a spell about him.
Yeah, me too. I need to see a little bit more.
yeah, I'm interested. Who's he? I'm interested to see who's he fighting coming up. But I mean, he's a guy that been looking pretty solid. Been putting it. Like I say, I've seen him put together some pretty good combination punches and
What?
cutting the ring off, walking guys down pretty good. But I don't know how he would do against somebody that has good punching power and that can put him on his back foot, or that can offset him a little bit and wrestle with him a good speed. The guys that he's been against right now is kind of like I would like to see him against a Gallimore or something like that. Because he had 147 or 154.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let me look that up. Wow,
Hmm.
let me look that up. Cause he might be a little bit less than that. He might have been at 140 when I saw him. I don't know. Check and see though.
Yeah, I haven't seen much. I gotta see more. I've seen a little highlight, maybe twice, but I haven't actually seen the whole fight with him yet. Have y'all seen
Oh, he's a light welterweight, so he's at
oh,
140.
140. 140.
Yeah. Oh, he got plenty of competition down there
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
to work with. He got plenty. He got
Plenty.
plenty. He still got Postal. He still got my boy Regis. Hell, he still got Ramirez and what you call him. Well, they say they moving up. I don't know. The loser might not move up. The winner might move up. You know.
Yeah.
Mm,
He
good.
got he got some fights down there.
Pro grade. Did you see that y'all see that pro grade
Yeah, that
fight
was
with
that
him
was
and
that was
that was
they should
mad.
hold his purse, man. They
Yeah,
should
yeah,
hold
that
that
was
boy purse, man.
disgusting.
Yeah,
That was disgusting.
that was terrible, man.
Yo, yeah, that was disgusting, man. I was like, wow. Like
Man,
clearly you
ever since I've
breaking
seen
apart.
every fight that I've ever seen Ivan Redcatch in has always been a sketchy ass, ugly ass fight. It's like he don't even belong in the fight. It's
Hmm.
it's it's like somebody gave what's the kid name that used to walk around on YouTube throwing people gloves and punching them and shit. Charlie
Oh
Oh, the
yeah,
white guy. The white guy.
yeah.
What's his
yeah,
Charlie
name?
yeah,
Z. What is it, Z?
Z,
yeah,
Charlie
Charlie
Z or
Z,
something?
yeah,
Yeah, Charlie
yeah.
Z, yeah.
It's like they gave Charlie Z a contract and beefed him up. Like it's like I have never seen Ivan Redcatch win a goddamn fight. I
Mhm.
mean, I
He's
haven't.
warm, but he just sorry, man. He just
I
It's
remember
over.
I remember early in his career, when he was undefeated, I was bringing him up, but then he got to that level where he just couldn't get past it.
Mm-mm.
He,
I
he got
felt kind of bad when they released that video footage of him sparring Tank, but now I kind of feel alright about it.
Because
hmm
that's the
Yep,
type of guy he
word.
is. Like he's a sparring partner at this point, or he's a gatekeeper.
Right.
Yeah.
But you come in and you need some good work. You need a guy to get some a few rounds in and a confidence builder. But this guy has been in there with the veterans. See how he gauges up. He's that guy now. You know.
Yep.
Man,
I'm
a guy like that, you punish him by not letting him have any television time for a while until get his act
Hmm.
together and
Do
let him
you
fight
see how? That's
on
what I'm
some
saying. He's
low.
supposed to fight the up and comers now.
Yeah.
He's officially a journeyman. I mean, when he made Danny Garcia look fast, we knew something. Because Danny Garcia is
Hmm.
not a volume puncher. He's not a speed combination guy. Danny Garcia was confident enough to throw combinations and actually put in work on Ivan
Oh, that's right.
Redcage.
Yeah, he did a number on him. I forgot
Hmm.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he fooled me and made me think, damn, Danny actually letting his hands go instead of
Hmm.
actually just sitting back and waiting to counter punch everybody. Shit, let's see if Danny said he gonna pick up his work rate. Shit, the next fight when
Hmm.
Danny fought Porter after that, shit, Danny slowed that shit right back down.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But Danny fighting for the checks strictly now. He's
Do okay?
he
Do
ain't getting
we?
about no
Who
championship.
who who can Danny fight next? That I mean, that's a good decent fight. Danny has to damn near take a tune-up fight just to stay busy. Cause if he gets in another big fight and loses another big fight, it's like he enters that gatekeeper realm. The only people that he can fight really right now would be somebody moving up like a Regis Prograis or Josh Taylor if he moved up from there, or either match between him and Keith Thurman over again, or a Adrian Bruno fight. But either one of those fights right now is like he need a like a get back fight, I guess, to get back in the
Mm-hmm.
winner in the winner circle. Cause shit, I'm scared to say it. I just don't see him without just a lucky punch. I'm trying to think of who he can beat for a title. You
Yeah, just
know?
need to get him back in there. Just get him a fight back in there,
Hmm.
which is nothing wrong with doing nowadays. The
No,
management aspect of boxing, man, is like so much of the sport has changed. You know,
no.
they don't do the most basic of things again. That's why, like I said, what's the name? Almost lost that fight, Harrison, the other day. Bad management. I would have never put him in that ring with that Southpaw kid. His first back out. But sometimes it's an old adage, but it's the truest, one of the truest things in boxing. Styles make fights. If you know your
Right.
fighter not good against the Southpaw and stuff and hasn't competed against them on a regular basis, it's not what you want to do.
Hey,
It's
that
not what
might
you
be a
want to
decent fight right there. Harrison versus
do.
Garcia. He talking about moving up to
Mm-hmm.
154.
Mm-hmm. So he could do
That.
better in a fight like that, Harrison. But he still
Hmm.
needed. I still think. I still agree that he needs a more stable, solid trainer in his corner. Somebody with some
Hmm.
experience that he's going to respect
Yeah.
what they're telling him. Because
Cause
at
see,
this
his
stage
dad,
for him, he
he,
needed
he
that.
he told himself that his dad was no nonsense guy. His dad told him what was gonna be, and that's it. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he
So
needed
he
that.
needs somebody to respect that's going to tell it
Mm-hmm.
to him like it is, and that he will have respect for. So that's a definite. So, but he needs that to happen. And
Yeah.
like I said, I agree with H Money in the sense that they can keep his brother as one of his assistants,
Yeah. Just
but
add,
just
just
but,
add somebody.
but just add add a more qualified head trainer
Well, you know,
to the
his
thing.
brother. I think his brother used to help out anyway. Or one of his brothers used to help out. It might not
Yeah.
have been there,
His brother
but
used
Uh-huh.
to help out.
but this brother
Yeah.
here is about that conditioning. So he needs to be around anyway
Hmm.
to keep him conditioned. But
I agree,
no,
J.A. Dixon.
he needs
I agree,
somebody
Jay.
else. What J.E. Dixon say?
He say Danny need to add a new trainer himself. Cause shit, I
Danny,
mean, he
Hmm.
not
is that
picking
his
up
daddy?
nothing new. Yeah, he not picking up nothing new. I mean,
Well,
it's just
Hmm.
y'all
getting to
y'all
the
y'all got
what?
to understand. Danny's at the tail end of his career. Danny ain't playing the fight too much longer, man. Danny getting checks
Hmm.
right now. He ain't even
Yeah,
serious
Yeah.
about no fight for no title. He might talk a game. That's just a talk
Hmm.
for the business. But no, Danny's all
Hmm.
about them checks right now. He ain't about no proving and getting no championship. He lying about that. He don't want to work that hard no more. He just want to get them
Hmm.
checks, man, and get on out. He ain't
it
thinking about
seemed like that.
no checks.
Cause
I
at
mean no
154, I
title.
just don't see him. I mean, Harrison would be a good fight. J Rock would be a good fight, but shit, I see both of them beating him. I would. I'm honestly. What do y'all think about this? Charlo versus Brian Castano.
I like Charlo. Charlo. I
Yeah,
like Charlo in them fights, man.
I like Charlo without a doubt, but
Yeah, I like Charlo in them fights.
are we overlooking Brian Castano at all, or is
I
it
hear he's a
just that
good
one
fighter, but
sided?
you know what? I don't know if I can't remember if I ever watched him fight. But he's a good fighter, so I don't know. But it's supposed to be a competitive fight coming up.
I saw him against Lara and uh and somebody else. Him and Lara had a fucking war. It was a tale of two halves of the
Hmm.
fight with them two.
Hmm.
I wonder if I saw that
Brian
then.
Castano came on strong as shit, like
Yeah, towards the second
in the
half of
middle
the fight.
rounds.
Hmm.
Yeah, and he came on so strong, but then Lara started boxing, and when Lara started boxing, it's like Castano like he slowed down, and then Lara later in the championship rounds started to impose itself on him to come back. And once he started to impose himself on it, it was like, damn, this one could have went either way. In the championship rounds, they was having a little fucking war for it. So I was like, shit, okay, Castano ain't really quitting. You know,
Hmm.
he got some fight in him. But them early rounds, I was like, damn, Lara don't look the same. He don't look like his old self. And then towards the mid rounds, he started to box a little bit, and then he started to come forward, and it was like, shit, they had a nice
Yeah,
little fight.
yeah. I saw that. It was a good match. But I just think Charlo at this point, Charlo, is a big puncher. Um, he driven, man. Like that last fight he had when he unified that title against the kid Rosario. That kid was throwing bombs in there, man.
Hmm.
You know, and had he not got caught with that punch in that perfect spot, you understand that fight could have been tooth and nail. Because
Hmm.
Duke was throwing some heavy leather in there. Because there was a couple of times you could see it in Charlo's face, like Money was throwing some heavy stuff. Charlo was real focused in that fight, but you could see Money was throwing some serious grenades up in there, and he managed to withstand it. I just think that where he at right now, it's going to take you know a real because honestly speaking, for me, I didn't
Hmm.
think Harrison won that first fight.
I
I
didn't
thought
either.
Harrison. I didn't think Harrison won that first fight, but I
I
thought he
thought
was
it was
doing.
7-5 Jamil, and I thought
I
Jamil
thought,
lit off the gas on him a little bit.
yeah, exactly. But in the rematch, I thought Harrison was doing better. I thought he was winning that
Hmm.
fight in the rematch. I thought he was before he got caught. You know, but I'm gonna
I
go. I'm
thought he was
definitely
just
gonna go with
up
Charlo.
like two rounds before he got caught.
Yeah. I had it the same way. You know, so I would have went, but I'm definitely got to go with Jamel in that. You know, at
Uh,
this point, I think he's a top pound for pound fighter. He
yeah.
showed that to me in unifying that title against stiff competition.
Uh, I
Because
think
that
I
guy was
think
already tough.
I think when I look at Jamil, is he is he's so focused right now, and I think that loss did him justice
Yes.
because when he came back, he was listening to his corner, and in that fight with Rosario, you could see him listening to his corner. And it's like it made him a better fighter. So he's got all of this aggression and all of this skill, but now he has the poise and the confidence to go with it. It's like he been a very like I don't think eccentric is the right word. He been a very
Mhm.
uh 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 he been a very high strung fighter.
Yeah,
But now,
he always fight like he got a chip on his shoulder.
yeah, but now all that winging punches and shit, I just want to see that slow down some more, and the poise and calm and the punch placement come together. That was a good punch
Hmm.
what he knocked Rosario out with, but I
Yeah.
want to see the overall play. You see, a lot of times he wing a punch like he throw it so hard,
Hmm.
it's like he out of position.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hmm.
I want to see less of that, and I want to see more of the boxing and changing up the speed and shit, and then being able to sit down on punches at the right time. You know, that's the one thing that I see that Charlo still does bad. He wings a lot of fucking punches leave him in a bad position where he has a good ass granite chin. So it's like it helps him, and then that little bit of catch and shoot that he been picked up,
Hmm.
that's been helping him too. But it been more as a damn. It saved me from getting my ass hit with something big because I left myself out there, and that's what Harrison was taking advantage of those big
Yeah.
winging punches.
Yeah, I agree. At
Uh,
times, he still has a habit with that.
let me see. Cam, you on? Santos need to get back in. I don't know if Cam on tonight. I ain't seen him in the chat tonight.
Oh, yeah. See, he got knocked out.
Yeah, I ain't seen Cam in the chat tonight. Hmm.
Me
But yeah,
neither.
man. I mean, shit. I'm
Have
ready.
you
I'm
seen
ready to see.
Have you seen the any of the footage? I watched the thing on the PBC with
Andy Ruiz and them training. Ruiz done dropped a lot of weight, man.
Yeah,
He work
bro.
he working with Reynoso's in them, man. Yo, they
He
got that
looking
boy looking in
good, bro.
condition. Yeah, they got him looking in condition, man. And he
Yeah.
already got a good skill set.
And he's not a heavyweight that has a low volume of punches. He
Nah,
has
he
a
never.
nice punch selection and he has a good
Yes,
volume. And now
yep,
to turn that up again, hey, he look like he can make a championship run with the
yeah,
Reynosos. Yeah.
yeah. He looking in condition. I was watching him. I was like, wow, man. He really done drop some of that weight this time.
He
You know.
might fool around and if AJ can beat Fury, he can fool around and get that trilogy with AJ because he damn sure
Yeah.
gonna be in the top ranks. I mean,
Mhm.
he fool around and if he fool around and he knocks off Areola, I would tell him go get Dillian White or come fight Deontay
Mhm.
Wilder. But shit, with it being all PBC, shit, I would be like shit here if Deontay ain't got Dillian White, you go get him. You know
Yep. Yep.
and
I can see
run
that.
them at each other, knock a few of they mandatories off. That way, it makes y'all just all the mandatories for all the belts. That way, shit. If next I'm gonna run Ruiz at him, or then I'm gonna run Deontay Wilder at him. Whoever becomes undisputed, y'all gonna have to run at PBC fighters back to back.
Yep. Yep.
Go ahead and go knock him out because Dillian White is the only one that's in a way right now. I mean, as far as our Joe Joyce, you know, I mean, I think Joe Joyce got a mandatory spot on one of them belts too with that win that he got over Daniel Dubois.
Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
that
He
right
might do.
there, that I was like, damn, I didn't
He
think
can
that
come back
old
though.
slow, huh?
He can come back. Yeah, he can come back though. Cause I hear a lot of
Oh, he
people
definitely will. He
been
definitely will.
crucifying him with that. But it happens, man. It just happens in boxing. That you have great fighters that lose, like just like Joe Louis getting beat back in the day against Max Mellon, a fight that he was a total favorite. But you're gonna have off nights, and sometimes you can learn from your mistakes and improve your technique. You know,
Well, like we was
that's all he
talking
got
about
to do.
earlier about Berlanga, Daniel Du
Hmm.
Bois was that same fighter that had been relying on his power. And if you look at the two fighters, Joe Joyce had been brought along and matched in a little bit stiffer competition
Yes. Hmm.
than
Yeah.
Du Bois had. So he had seen a little bit more. So when he was working that jab and it was working, he just fucking jabbed him to death.
And that's a lot of technical training too, because one of the things I was noticing, and I was telling
Hmm.
one of my young fighters, I was like, because one of the things that a lot of the new fangled trainers don't do in this era,
Hmm.
it's like with the stance. You got to start with the proper stance, and a lot of the newer boxers don't have the proper stance. Everybody has their hand on the outside of their right cheek and outside of their right chin on the outside of the hand. It's not really the proper placement for your hand. Because that's why a lot of these new boxers, that's why Dubois couldn't block that jab. Because his hand wasn't in the proper
Yeah.
place. He was getting hit with that jab was slow as shit.
That
Slow as a
shit was
molasses.
whew.
But it's accurate,
One
but it's
Mississippi,
slow.
that motherfucker. Shit, God damn. Boy,
Yeah,
you
that
playing
slow
hide
ass
and go seek
jab.
with the jab.
Word. But that's why. Because they everything is, look, boxing, I always tell what I usually do when I start training a kid, I tell them, I want you to go, I give them a job to do. I say, I want you to go to the dictionary. I want you to learn the definition of what boxing is, right? Because it's simple. Boxing is the art of self-defense. You got to be
Hmm.
able to defend yourself. And you start, like I always tell them, when you get ready to the fight, what's the first thing you're supposed to do? You're supposed to put your hands up in the defense, right? Because your
Hmm.
hand is, when you fight out of a defensive position. It's
Hmm.
supposed to be that way. But you have
Yeah,
now everything, when you're being overly offensive, a lot of people have lost that.
yeah,
You want to be defensive, you know. So a lot of these guys can't, any really good boxer should have a good jab hand, whether they're left handed, whether they're southpaw or orthodox. So if you face any good boxer, chances are they can have a good jab hand. If you can't deal with that jab hand, you're gonna be in for
Yep.
a lot of trouble. And that's why even though Joy Joyce was slow as molasses, he was letting that jab go. It might have took a thousand years to get there, but he was using it. And the boy just couldn't stop the jab. He couldn't stop it because he wasn't taught how to do that. His placement, his hand placement is incorrect.
Yep.
And if you don't do that, you gotta at least be able to slip the. If you're gonna keep your hands on the outside, you have to be able to slip and bob a weave like how even like Mike Tyson used to do. See, Mike Tyson used to do when he was good, he could bob and
And you
weave.
made me think about exactly what you were saying. I was picturing Daniel the boss in the ring, and it's like it's the pawing and checking distance, looking for the big shot and cocking
Hmm.
and keeping the hand cocked, and you steady getting jabbed by. Yeah,
Yeah, you're getting jabbed all night. I'm just sitting here looking. I'm like, ain't nobody in the corner gonna tell this boy to put his hand in front of his chin.
yeah.
All you gotta do is sit your hand in the middle of your chin. You
No, he
set your
just
right hand in the
pawing. Look,
middle of
he's
your
just
chin.
pawing, looking for range to try to punch his way out of it, and still
Yeah,
getting punched on.
and because you're too busy looking for the left hook to come on the outside.
Yeah,
All you gotta do is go straight up the middle, and
yeah.
you'll out jab him. You'll out jab whoever you fighting like that all day, every day.
And that was crazy because Daniel DeBar, he really has a good jab in fights that I had seen him fight. It just shit. It wasn't
Yeah,
there.
yeah. What it was is that yeah, he does have a good jab, but that's the offensive side of it. When you find
Mm,
somebody taller than you that you have to step to,
mm-hmm.
because Joyce is taller than him with a longer reach, you have to step to him. You have to be able to jab your opponent, but defend it at the same time.
At the same time,
So
that
if
same
you
thing
don't,
that Deontay Wilder has to do if he get a Fury
yeah,
rematch.
yes, or you have to have a good ability to slip or bob and weave those punches.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's one of those three things. Either you're gonna be able to move like how Mike Tyson used to move when he was younger,
Mm-hmm.
or even somebody like Joe Frazier when he was fighting Muhammad Ali. Ali got that lightning left jab. That shit's a lightning quick laser. But Smoking Joe was bobbing and
Yep.
weaving a lot of that shit. He wasn't
Yep.
getting hit with all that stuff. And when he slipped, he countering. That's why in that first fight he had slipped that jab and come back with that left hook. It was knocking Ali's jaw
You got that
to
motherfucker still
fucking
hanging
center
out
core.
there.
That's right. So you got to be able to do one of those two things. But the standard tradition boxing stance is perfect, and it's not really being taught as much as it should be, because you'll be able to block that jab and counter back at the same time. This is why if you look at old footage of somebody like when Ken Norton fought Muhammad Ali, Ali struggled with Ken Norton. Ken Norton had that crab style with that hand blocking that jab in the front,
Mm-hmm.
and you fighting a guy who's jab centered in their style. Man, Ali used to keep his hand down a lot on his jab.
I was
So
just gonna say,
yeah, he would keep his hand down. So when they
and
was
that
trading
left hook
jabs,
was coming on him.
Ken Norton would out jab him all the time. He struggled with him
He
because of
he
that.
out jabbed him, and then not only was he out jabbing him, when he was catching that jab, he was working him on that left hook too.
Yeah, because you,
The
you,
other
you
hand was
dis-
down
and you disrupted his whole. When you can disrupt his his jab hand, you're gonna
mm.
disrupt his whole style.
because he
Hard to
wants
do
to
that.
jab you and then come with his next punch or set up his combination, but he can't because you throwing off his rhythm.
That's right.
Yeah.
You done disrupted his whole rhythm when you do that. So
Mm.
that's what happened with the boy. He just he don't have the head movement. The boys didn't have the head movement to know how to slip and get past them jabs, and he didn't have his hand because he offensive fighter. So he got that hand on the outside looking to block a big shot like a left hook or something like that, and to try to get his right hand off.
I tell you what, they in the chat they put a good one there, and it makes me think, shit, if Wilder were to fight Dillian White and Ruiz fight Usyk, or really Ruiz fight Dillian White and Wilder fight Usyk, either one of either of those two fights will be good fights to be made
Yeah,
in
I
the
like him.
heavyweight division.
Yeah, yeah, that would be a good I would like to definitely see Ruiz versus like Usyk. That would be a good
Hmm.
match them two. I want to see Deontay Wilder. If he fight, I want to see him fight Dillian White. I
Yeah,
want him to knock Dillian White block off. That's what I want him to fight.
it's gonna be a bunch of
Dillian.
talking in that motherfucker.
Yeah. That's what I want. Because Dillian White into Kingdom Come. That's the fight that's how I want to see. I would rather see him fight Dillian White and Ruiz fight Usyk.
And you know what? I watched Dillian White when he watched the fight with him and Fury. And if anybody could say that, hey, that was some dirty ass fight, Dillian White was in watching the fight was like, yeah, choke him out, grab him by his neck, yeah, rough him up.
Wow.
Say, if you go back and watch that stream that he had
Yeah.
yeah, Dillian White was like, oh, that's how I will fight him. I'm telling you, I will fight him. I will make it rough, make it nasty for him. I was like, this motherfucker was sitting up here telling him, yeah, choke him a little bit. Yeah, there you go, rough him up, push him in the corner. But yeah, I would like to see that fight. I know he would try to fight him dirty as hell though.
Yeah, I would like that. I would definitely like to see that those two go at it. That would be a good thing, and then they could fight after that. I would definitely like to see that. But yeah, the boy, like I said, he got time. He could come back from it if he focus and just work on tweak a couple of things. He could turn it around. As far as the skill, his overall skill set is good. And sometimes when you have those little setbacks like that, you come away better. You learn from your losses. You don't really learn from your wins like that.
Exactly.
You learn from them losses and them tough fights. Those are the fights that make you better. 'Cause when you winning like that and you just bombing people out, there's no need to feel that you don't feel the need to improve anything.
Yep. And that's
So
that's what happened to a lot of the fights.
yeah, I think you come back and be a much better fighter, having experienced that. You know.
What do you think?
So, go ahead.
What do you think is going to happen with Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson, and Jamel Herring? I mean, that whole little saga down there at 130. Yeah, 130.
Yeah, 130. I don't know, but I'm hoping Shakur get opportunities. I don't think they really want no smoke with Shakur though. I don't think they want to try to avoid him as much as possible. And I understand why, because he that dude, down there. But I definitely would like to see him. I like to see them make them fights, man, for Shakur. I think they need to do a better job. I feel like he's been mishandled his career. He's Olympic silver medalist. He should have been handled better than they handled him. I think they've done
I think he
not the best
progressed
job.
so much faster than they were prepared to. Because you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna have time to bring him along. No, he's so fucking dangerous as a young fighter. He's one of those fighters. He's ready now for his weight division. He's ready now. He could fight at 130 or 135 for the next 2-3 years and work his way up to 140 and be all right because he's young and he's so far ahead. He can be a championship fighter for the next 3-4 years before he ever even touches 140, and he still can go to 147 with his body build.
Yeah, he's a super talent, man. He's an elite fighter, man. He came out of those Olympics elite fighter. He need to be marketed better because he's he got a look that you can market to the public. Understand what I'm saying? And I just don't feel like they're doing it right with him. I think they've done a terrible. I think they've done a terrible job with him as far as marketing him and just keeping him as active. Keep him out there to the public. Keep him out there. Let his face be seen. Be out there to the public. He could be that Sugar Ray Leonard type of dude. But
Yeah.
But they just handling him terrible. I felt like they should have been. They should have followed that type of blueprint, like that Ray Leonard type of blueprint with him. I
And
felt
I,
like that's what they should have did with him.
and I feel like at this point in time, if fuck it. If they don't want to fight him, turn your attention to JoJo Diaz and go for that vacant IBF belt that he just lost on the scales. Because that
Yeah,
belt is
they could do
vacant
that
right
too.
now.
Yeah, they could do
You know?
that too. He'll beat any of them though. Can't
Yeah.
none of them beat him. You know.
I think the only one he had a problem with, which I think he finna have to relinquish that belt, is Javante Davis. You know, but
Oh yeah, yeah,
Javante not gonna
Devontae.
make 130 again. Not going up to 140. He ain't making no fucking 130 again. That'll be just be to say that he held 3 titles in 3 different weight divisions at the same time. That's another one of those youngest to do it type things.
Yeah, I don't really see them doing that with him. Going up there, going back down there
Yeah.
for what? Really? You know, at this point,
Uh-uh. The only
it
place
doesn't
he
make
can go back
no
down
sense.
to is maybe 35 after this,
35.
but I don't even see. I don't honestly. I don't like this fight for Javante. You know, it's a very winnable fight for him. I'm sure because Mayweather wouldn't pick a fight that he didn't think he can win. But fucking Mario Barrios can fight his ass off, and you give him to a fighter that's got some power, got some length. You know,
Hmm.
I just that's and putting him for his first fight at 140. I guess you can say he testing himself. So fuck it. If he go up there, and we've been asking him to test himself, so we really can't say, oh man, that's a bullshit fight. Hey, that's a fight to see. It's pay per view worthy. It's Javante Davis testing himself, going after a champion.
Yeah, yeah. That guy's tough,
It's not.
but you know, he got the talent. Make sure I didn't cut off. Hello?
Yeah, yeah. I heard you now.
Yeah, yeah, I got cut off. Yeah, I got cut off for a second. I stepped out.
Mhm.
Yeah, he got the talent. He got. I think Tank got the overall talent to be able to handle somebody like that overall. But I think it'll be a competitive little affair for a little bit, you know. But I think his overall talent and skill set, he'll prevail, you know, when it's all said and done. But it should be interesting for as long as it lasts, you
Yeah.
know. Tank is
Yeah.
smart little fighter, man. Even though he be getting those knockouts, he's not far more intelligent fighter than he probably get credit for. You know,
Hey,
got he know what he's doing in there.
Robert Brown, who fighting for the IBF that vacant belt in the IBF, the fight that you said is already ordered. And yeah, I do realize Shakur fighting for a second title. That's why I was saying he's a special talent. He can be a champion for the next 2-3 years. Because I know he had a title down at 126 and he dropped that one and came up here, but wishing like hell that he would have got the fight with Gary Russell or something, you know. But
Hmm.
that shit
Yeah,
just crazy. But I didn't see the fight that was ordered for the IBF. What's the fight that's ordered for the IBF belt at 130? But like you
yeah, I don't
saying,
know either.
bro, that fucking man, just that fight, I would love to see him go through the ranks of maybe getting another one of these fights at 130 against one of these guys right here, or unifying at 130, then going up there and taking on Loma or Teofimo Lopez or Haney or one of them. I know Bill even respects Javante and Javante respects Bill now. So that might be a big fight later on down the line that they pick a steam up on. But at the same time,
Yeah,
shit, if y'all are both at 135, that's just one of those ones. It's opportunity for all of y'all to have these
yeah,
fights.
yeah. They can just like I said, they just gotta look. It's a lot of talented young fighters in those divisions, and they just gotta keep them active. Now that we look like we might be coming out of this pandemic, then keep them active and let them and push them out to the public, you know, so they can generate some interest, equal to the talent they possess. And those fights could be really big fights, money makers
Yeah.
for them all. They can all eat and do well, make a nice piece of change.
I really
And
thought he was gonna get a hold of Ryan Garcia the way they were talking, but after Ryan got put on his ass by Campbell, that shit was like, ooh,
yeah,
nah. You know, if he
yep.
got put on his ass by that type of power, they can only imagine what happened. Shit, he'd be looking like Leo.
Right.
If not
Yeah,
worse.
yeah.
Hell,
Well, they gotta look at some point, man. You only gonna be that for so long, man. At the
exactly.
end of the day, at the end of the day, you gonna have to let them get in there and do what they do.
Yep.
You know, that shit ain't gonna work forever.
I mean,
I don't
shit.
care how many goddamn YouTube followers or Instagram followers you got. They ain't gonna help
Exactly.
your ass in that ring. They're not gonna help
And
you in that
then now
ring.
you looking at it, I can kind of see what Florida's doing. If he can get past Mario Barrios at 140,
Hmm.
then it's gonna be wide open once Josh Taylor or whoever wins gets moves with those belts. He's gonna beat everybody to the belts at 140
Yeah,
because after that, shit, it's a matter of who's there. But then you got those fighters that like are postal that are so long and rangy. It's like shit. They know in the gym how Tank deals with that type of range, you know. But it's like fuck. I'm like them some big fighters. Tank not that big. I would just think like damn, Tank buckle down. You
hmm,
could make 135 for the rest of your fucking career. You're not that big. People keep
he's
saying
short.
Tank bigger than what you think. He's just short.
He's just short. Yeah, just because he's short, but he got some girth to him.
Yeah,
You know, but that's just that body type he got.
yeah.
He real stocky, but he just short. That's why when he in the ring, he looks so. Sometimes he'll look small, but it's because he's short. But he got the girth. He got a little girth to him. You know, so he can he wouldn't do quite as bad up there, but still, if we move into this higher weight and you start fighting them really naturally bigger dudes, there will be something to be a little concerned with.
Hey,
I would think down the road.
Robert Brown just said something that I was saying not too long ago. To me, yes, Shakur is the real boogeyman of boxing right now. Like
Yeah.
everybody, when Shakur started talking, motherfuckers stopped talking. Seemed like
Hmm.
Gary Russell didn't really step on put his foot on Shakur neck. You know, seemed like Loma shit, man, him and harm when it come to Shakur. Shit,
Hmm.
Valdez don't want to fight him. Shit, Herring talking about some shit. If I don't get the Valdez fight, I give him my title. Shit,
That says
nobody
a
trying to
lot
get
right
in there
there.
with him.
That says a
Hell,
lot right there. Motherfuckers talking about giving up their titles rather than
yeah.
fighting. That tell you everything you need to hear.
I mean, shit, Navarrete, hell, shit, he could have been moved up. Shit, like fuck, no, I ain't moving up to fight that motherfucker. And they on the
Yep.
same they on the same what you call. Like,
Yep. I'm telling you right there. 'Cause if they thought they could beat them, they going after that.
like that's
Point
they
blank.
will not go after like shit. Here go my belt, but that's the same thing like with Devin Haney right now. Like somebody come take my belt. I got a belt right here. It's the only one left. Nobody wants to
Yep.
come take it.
Right? Scared to death. Scared to look. They shook.
Ain't no such thing as a halfway crook.
Wayne Crooks, yeah.
Shit.
Scared to death, man.
I said,
Crazy,
man, what
man.
the fuck? This man begging for a fight. Like, hey, I got a belt right here. Telling Mauricio Suleiman, so I am the real champion, right? So
Hmm.
this belt is for real. Nobody wants this belt. You telling me Loma don't want this belt?
Now,
You,
though, didn't want nobody. They didn't want. They didn't. I knew they didn't really want to mess with Devin because he long, he quick.
yep,
That's not a
yep,
style that they really wanted. You know what I'm
yep.
saying?
He can get
That
in and
that
out. That footwork is
yeah.
not as good to him on him as it is for a guy that like to stand and punch in the same place that can move around.
Yep. Nah, that's why they didn't want that fight. That's why
Mm.
when he became that mandatory, all of a sudden they reached out to the WBC for that franchise title situation.
I'm so
Yeah,
sick of that franchise shit.
that's the one thing that they did not. He was definitely one of the main fighters they did not want to be forced to have to fight. You know, they
Yeah.
didn't want no part. They didn't want no part. They didn't want no part of Devin Haney.
Mm-mm. No. Shakur and Devin Haney, shit. Them young cats got everybody spooked right now, and that's another one in the future. Shakur, Devin Haney, tell him, hey, I want to see what Cobra do. I'm. This fight
He fighting
with
he fighting
Gamboa
what's
is
his
just
name? Yeah,
Gamboa.
Gambell. Yeah,
This
Gamboa.
fight with
Yeah, he fighting
Gamboa
Gamboa.
is a name,
Hmm.
and he's crafty, and he still got some pop that can hurt you. But
Hmm.
I don't expect Rich Collin to stand in there and trade with him. I expect him to stick and move, and I expect him to win that fight pretty easily.
Hmm.
It's just like I guess Gamboa doing all the young guys a favor. He doing what Manny Pacquiao wouldn't do. He doing what Floyd wouldn't do. He doing what Keith Thurman wouldn't do. He getting in there with the young bulls and saying, "Fuck it, if you can beat me, you can beat
Yeah. Well,
me."
he in that position. He got to do what he got to do too.
Yeah.
That's another reason why he taking those fights because he kind of have to if he's still boxing right now, which is his livelihood. So he really ain't got no other choice at this
Mm-hmm.
point. And if he could manage to get lucky, you know, live to go another day, another
Yeah.
payday, take on
Mm-hmm.
somebody else, you know. So at this point, this is what he have to do, you know,
Yeah. That shit
because
just.
if he really could avoid, he would be avoiding it too,
I
you know.
mean, that shit
But
just
he
crazy,
can't.
bro. He say he got it bad, bro. He got all three of them young bulls back to back to back.
Back to back to back. Yep. Back to back to
God
back to
damn.
back. Well, that's how it worked. That was just his fate, you know.
Boy,
Just so happened at this time in his career, you know, when he can get
who is
money,
Russell
he can make the
fighting?
money.
Who is
Hello?
Russell fighting at? Who is Russell fighting at 126 now? I thought they said they had him a fight lined up. I ain't see it announced though.
Yeah, I thought he had a fight lined up too. I thought he had something lined up because
So he
I
must
looked
be
at the
fighting on
schedule.
Fox then. If he fighting, he must be fighting on Fox because I ain't seen a fight announced. But I swore he's supposed to be fighting in July.
I thought I saw it listed somewhere on
Oh,
someone's fight schedule.
I wonder, will he end up if Spence is fighting in July too on Fox? I wonder, will he end up on the undercard co-main with Spence?
Yeah, I hope so. He need to do something, you know.
Like
He's
shit.
such a disappointment, man. Like as talented as he is, man, he should have been doing so much more than he's doing. He just wasting time, you know. Real disappointment
Ray
too.
Vargas.
Hmm.
That's what I feel, bro. That's right. It is Ray Vargas. But
Yeah,
bro, that's how I feel like. Damn. Like, how did your career go so bad when you were such a noted fighter coming out
yeah,
of the Olympics, and then even the front of your career, like you was looking good, you was doing your thing, you was fighting, and then it just like the
you had
last
the
five,
automatic.
4 or 5 years have been just like nothing. How
Yeah,
old is Gary right now? Gary, what,
30,
32?
30. Yeah, he like
Huh?
32, 33, something like that. 32,
Like that
33,
shit,
something
like
to that
it.
effect. Yeah,
That's
he
a
just wasting away. He just wasting away. He's trying to call out fighters to me like when he was calling out Tank and stuff like that. I'm like, I ain't really had no interest in seeing him going. I ain't want to see him fight no Tank. I had no interest in that. I wanted to see him the fight he needed to be calling out. He should have been calling out that goddamn Lomachenko every opportunity he
that,
got. He
that's
should
how
have
I
been at
feel.
every press conference. He should have did the Antonio Tarver
I was cool
and
with
where
him
Roy
calling
Jones.
Tank out, but you damn right. I feel like
Nah,
he should have been getting his get back with
nah. I,
Loma.
I wasn't the reason why I wasn't feeling him with the Tank shit. Like I said, he needed to get that shit back from Loma because that was going to be the heart. that was going to be the hindrance on his career. No
Yeah.
matter if he went on undefeated the rest of his career and he never got that back, it was going to mess up his
Yeah.
legacy. I said, that's the fight you need to get. Fuck calling out Tank. And the only reason he calling out tanking them, because they all from this close same area. He a little
Yeah.
older than them. He
Yeah.
trying to big brother son them, because, you know, the Russells in them was large over there.
Yeah.
You understand? They was like the men over there, like them brothers, and him the head of that shit. So that's why he calling out Tank. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck calling him out. Call that motherfucker who whipped your ass. You trying to call out some kid that's a few years younger than you, that's under you. You like the big man on the campus over there from that area, and you calling them out. I'm calling him out. Call that motherfucker that whipped your ass out
And
to prove you the man.
don't his brothers, both of them fight at 135 and 140?
Yeah, they all about that weight. Yeah, they all close like in about that weight range. You know? Yeah, so I never was feeling that shit. That's why every time like when he was on the platforms and shit, I always put in that damn chat. Fuck that Tank fight. Call out that goddamn Lomachenko until you get him back. Because look at it, any great fighter, when you get that great fighter, you catch that L, you supposed to want to get that shit back, especially you claiming you had an off night. Because for whatever reasons they was coming up with, because you know everybody got a fucking excuse when they lose and shit. You should have been trying to call that shit back every opportunity that you got an opportunity to do that shit. Because every great fighter who really do that shit.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard lost to fucking Roberto Duran. He got his ass right back in that ring.
Yeah.
Shit,
Gary was there with Loma too. I mean, Loma outclassed him, but he didn't just mow over him. Gary was there with him.
Yo, he looked like someone. To me, it looked like something was wrong with him that night. He didn't look like himself. You know, he didn't look like himself. And they said he was. They claimed he had a little sickness. And the way he performed, I kind of had to agree with it. Shit, I wanted to agree with it because I didn't want him to lose to that motherfucker. So I wanted to agree with it. And you know, I felt like that's the fight more than anything else he should have been trying this whole time. You know, that's the fight he should have been trying to get and making it happen more than anything else. And shit, and to me, right now, you know, because he's talking about he would jump up and fight Terrence Crawford and all this shit. He could have been right after Lomachenko lost that damn fight. That's the fight he should have been pushing for, trying to make a fight with him and Lomachenko. That's the fight he should have been trying to make more than anything else.
Don't look like himself right now. These last few fights, ever since the Pedraza fight, he ain't looked the same. Coming back off of that shoulder injury, ever since going into that Pedraza fight, hey, Pedraza was giving Loma hell, and people always skip over that. Man, Pedraza was giving Loma hell. You know, and then just moving forward, he just ain't looked the same. I was surprised that Floyd didn't jump on him with Tank.
But it was going to happen, man. When you starting to step up in competition, you starting to fight a little bit better fighters, man, too. It's going to happen. You know? You're not going to just be going through everybody as easily. Yep. You're not going to just be going through everybody as easily as you once was. When that competition level steps up, that's boxing 101. That's going to happen. You know?
Yep. Tino just said at 7-5 Loma, if that knockdown would have counted, then it would have been a draw or a split decision.
On which fight?
On Gary Russell and Loma.
Yeah.
Because remember, Gary knocked Loma down.
They didn't really give it to him like that, though.
Yeah.
They ain't count it. Right.
Yeah. The goddamn. I was watching old Donito.
I see somebody wrote that Loma didn't whip his ass. Yes, he did. He whipped his goddamn ass. Because you ain't never seen Gary Russell keep it 100. He whipped his ass because there ain't no other fight that Gary Russell had that was even, honestly speaking, remotely close for him losing in his career. What other fight he had that was remotely close for him losing in his career? That's why he only got that one loss. Gary Russell was whipping everybody else's ass that he fought. He was thoroughly outboxing everybody he fought, or he's knocking them out.
I think he's trying to say it was a closer fight than what people would act
No,
like.
it wasn't.
It
No,
warrants a
it wasn't.
rematch.
No, huh? That
It,
fight.
wa-
The only reason why that fight.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but it wasn't really like that. He looked bad in that shit, yo.
He did look
He
bad.
looked bad in that fight. He looked bad in that fight. For how sensational he was looking prior to that
hmm
and after.
Yeah, he did look bad in that fight.
How he looked bad in that fight. Compared to considering how he looked before it and how he looked since. You
He
gotta
looked
fight,
bad.
man.
You know what's sad? He looked bad in that fight, but up until moved all the way up to 135, Gary looked better than any fighter looked with Lomachenko in the ring.
No, he didn't. Because you gotta remember Lomachenko lost, and he lost that goddamn fight.
You're right. My bad.
And then because
You're right.
Salido whipped his ass. Salido won that fight. That wasn't no giveaway.
Yeah.
Because
Selena
believe me,
roughed his ass
that's
up.
right. Roughed his ass up. Nah, he looked better than anybody that fought him.
You're right. I forgot about. See.
Yeah. So a lot of people try to forget it. A lot of people forget that fight. I don't. Because I argued. That was always my argument. Every time everybody was getting all on this bandwagon, I was like, y'all bugging with this shit. He ain't no best damn fighter. They was trying to say he was the best fighter when Andre Ward was still fighting.
Yeah.
They was trying to say that shit when Andre Ward, he had like 8 fights. They was trying to say that Andre Ward was still active. And they was trying to say he was the best fighter.
He was as great as Muhammad Ali. He was as great as Sugar Ray Robinson.
I was like, y'all bugging with that shit. I said, y'all must have just totally forgot about that Salido fight, huh? You know the hype that thing that ESPN did when they put it out, his record, and they had that they had him undefeated on there, and they took it off.
Yeah.
I never brought into the hype of him. Never. I never brought into the hype of him. I stayed getting into debates on boxing, like there was some boxing channels, things that I was on Facebook and on YouTube platform. People was talking about that Loma shit. I was like, I'm not giving it to him like that.
I'm gonna tell you something that was crazy. With me with the Teofimo fight, I said, man, I'm gonna pull for Teofimo, but shit, he got a mountain to climb trying to get past Loma, and if he do, I think he gonna do it by knockout. When Teofimo outboxed him the way that I was like, if he has the outboxing, he gonna have to keep him at range. He gonna have to box off his jab, and he gonna have to stay poised the whole fight, and he gonna have to move and not stay in front of him. I did not realize he was gonna box like that.
I wasn't pulling for Tio.
I was pulling for him, but I didn't realize he was gonna win it like that. I thought it was gonna be by knockout.
I wasn't pulling for him. I picked him. I wasn't pulling for him.
You said, "Fuck him, you gonna win."
I picked him. I told you I was never on that fucking Lomachenko hype train. Never. I was never on his shit like that. I picked him straight up. I was like, either way, I didn't see him being there. Because I was like, yo, you sure? I'm like, look, man, I know what it is. You understand what I'm saying? I said they giving him all that hype because he pale face. Straight up. I ain't cut to the chase. I ain't cut to the chase with that shit. I said, cause you can't tell me that if he would have been black, he would have been getting that same type of love. You name me any fighter of color who get a loss that early in his career and gonna be considered the best fighter in the world, pound for pound, with under 20 fights.
Never. Matter of fact, shit. Look at all these Eastern European fighters with less than 15 fights and shit and getting championship matches. From fucking Derenchenko to Selecki to him, the shit Usyk, all of them.
All of them.
All of them. I mean, they just run them right on up there. But I guess that's because they spend so much time in the damn Olympics and shit, and they be already older fighters here.
Yep.
but they it's still the way they promote them and put the hype behind them. It's not the fact that they give them the fights early. It's like they promote them. They promote them different, bro. They promote them different. I mean, shit. They gave Derenchenko fight after fucking fight.
Fight after fight, got under 20 fight, and getting those shots like that.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, shit. He like, damn. What you think about Teofimo and Haney? You think they gonna make that fight this year?
maybe not this year. I don't think it'll happen this year, but maybe next year they both don't nothing don't go wrong with their upcoming fights. I can see that fight happening possibly sometime next year.
Have been Haney Bill been pushing the issue with the WBC and with what you calling that his daddy. So
Yeah,
they
That's right.
saying, oh yeah, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. They've been saying like everything was about the money, about the money. I don't think shit. Even if they went over there to Triller or if they did it on what you calling shit. One thing I can say is Teofimo changed his market value.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I ain't mad at him.
I ain't
When
mad
it
at
comes to
him at
that,
all.
yeah,
He
you
changed
got
his market value on Bob. You ain't gonna set the market for me. I'm gonna set the market for me. I'm finna go over here and get paid.
and that's part of the reason why he in the position he in.
Yeah.
Because when he think like that, he think
Hmm.
like that. That's why he took that for. That's why he was chasing Lomachenko down to fight him. Even though he
Hmm.
said even though he says a couple of stupid ass shit recently, but that's why he in the position he is because he think like that.
He been doing that, turning them flips and doing that fucking little stupid ass dance in the corner and wearing the Heisman jersey, fighting on the Heisman night every
Hmm.
fucking year for 2 3 years, doing the Heisman pose and shit. I
Yeah,
mean
yeah, that's what he is.
he been marketing himself this whole
Marketing
time.
himself. That's right. That's what you got to do. You can't let them always set your market.
And
You gotta do
the
that
thing that's
yourself.
cold about Teofimo is he has a universal fan base. I don't think his fan base is just the Hispanics. I
Hmm.
think they're trying to cling to him now because he's champion, but
Yeah,
beforehand, he's Honduran. So
yeah, he's from
Hondurans
Montana.
and a lot of like Mexicans, they don't get along.
Mm-mm. They don't
You
rock
know,
like that
they
normally.
don't rock like that. El
Yeah,
Salvadorians and all them, they don't like rock like that with the Mexican fan base. So it was kind of like when he won the titles to see Mexican like, oh yeah, yeah, Teofimo. Like, wait a minute, time out. Y'all don't rock like that.
mm-hmm.
So his fan base to me was more of a universal fan base from them seeing him doing them dances and shit, and doing the Heisman pose and shit. It was like, okay,
The one thing I will give him credit for, though, is like and that's the same thing Floyd did, man. You bet on yourself.
hmm
You bet on yourself, man. Don't let Bob Arum or none of them tell you your value.
he
You know.
found a way around being on. He's still under contract with Bob, but it
Yep.
was so smooth the way he told Triller, hey, if y'all outbid him, he's only trying to pay us this much.
That's right.
Y'all outbid him, I can come over to y'all and set that shit up and then backdoor and got endorsement deals and shit. And then now it's like when Bob come, if this is what I got paid by Cambosa, I told you I needed 10 million if we fighting Devin Haney. Now it's like ESPN has the bar's been raised. You knew somebody was willing to bid 6 million on him fighting Cambosa. Now if he fight Haney, shit, that's gonna double.
Yep. Believe that.
That's gonna fucking double. Shit. And that's that he's telling Haney don't price yourself out of it. Well now Haney just sold out.
Mm.
So it's like shit. These young cats they got a big fight right there. And like you said, that may be the reason why it don't happen until next year.
Next year. Yeah. That's
Because
what I figured.
they gonna need a crowd for it.
Yeah.
They gonna damn near need a crowd for that one. Because
Yeah.
shit, hell, it became a big fight now.
Yep. Yep. That's what's gonna happen. That's to me, that's like the most logical thing for it to happen with the potential of that fight. That's what I'm kind of looking. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like,
When are we getting Ramirez versus what you call him? Is that May 3rd or something? Ramirez versus Taylor.
I'm not sure. I gotta look at my damn box schedule again.
Let me
I
see.
got
I'm looking right now. Ramirez versus Taylor. How you feel that fight go?
I don't know. It can go to me. It can go either. I don't know. I'm not even sure on that one.
Oh, May 22nd.
22nd. Okay.
Yeah. I think it can go either way, man. But
Either way.
people tend to want to count Ramirez out. Josh Taylor is very talented, but I didn't see Josh Taylor just separate himself from Regis Prograis. You know,
Yeah,
I seen
think.
him win because he got started faster.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah, I don't know. He all right, Josh Taylor, but it's just something about him that's like lacking to me. You know,
Yeah.
it's something about like I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on him like that. You know, just yet.
Yeah.
I need to see a little bit more.
I like the dog in him, but I don't think he's shifty like that. And I believe that Ramirez has more power than Regis Prograis. And if he tries to stand in front of Regis in front of Regis like that, and he doesn't have any good lateral movement to go left or right, if he drawing straight back, he'll walk him down and hurt
Yes, yes, I
him.
agree.
And we know Ramirez is durable. You know. And I just don't feel like Josh Taylor has that. He's got good thumping power, but I don't think he has that type of power. Now he does have higher punch output than what you call it. And he does have better range, longer reach. But I'm just like, I don't know. That fight is not as one sided as people would like to make it. We all give Taylor his credit for being a dog. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
just because he went through what Branachek, Rillick, Prograis.
yeah, he
I
tough.
mean, he ran the gauntlet to get his.
Yeah, he tough.
Yeah, you know, and then he didn't give a fuck who it was. And fuck it, line him up. I fight everybody. You know. I like that about Josh, and I think that's the thing that people like a lot about him, but they overlooking Ramirez and shit. Uh, hey, Hooker not the best fighter, but he's a consistent, steady fighter. You know,
Ramirez, man, he rough boy too. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not sleeping. Like if you could, honestly speaking, if I see when I told you I don't really. It's something I see Ramirez. Taylor
Taylor.
missing
Hmm.
of them two. I think Ramirez might have that. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not just that dog in him. I just think it's a little something I've seen, and I feel like I've seen that more in him than I have with Taylor.
What is
You
it?
understand?
That finish in Mean Street.
Yeah, it's something about it. Like I totally, even though I make it a almost like a pick'em fight could go either way. It's just I just feel like something about it just making me feel like Ramirez
Hmm.
won't pull it out. Like you know, it's just something about
Yeah.
that fight. When I look at
I,
it, I don't look at that fight and feel like Taylor
it's
just
just
wanna.
one sided.
Nah, I don't
Yeah.
have
I don't. I don't either.
no.
I don't either. What you call him just said something, but the Honduran fan base is it KO'd the fuck out of Hooker. But the Honduran fan base is not that big to me as a paying crowd that they would do a 9/11 fight for Haney and Lopez because it's a Honduran Independence Day.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't know about that. I mean, it's a good fight for 9/11 still, but no, bro. I don't know if that fight happens this year like that. And 9/11,
I'm,
no, let's see, 9/11 is
I'm still thinking more next year on that one. You know,
yeah.
thinking more. I'm still seeing more
He
next
could
year.
be right though. He could be right. That'll give them what 4 months?
hmm
4 months off.
But still, to market it that in a proper way, we still caught this pandemic. It ain't over yet. We still coming out of it.
Yeah, and
That's the type of
but
fight. Those type of fight like that, you want to be able to market that fight better to get all that you can get out of it.
the only thing that'll be good about that is hard, like you saying right now. It's hard to say that that's the fight we're gonna have on 9/11 when you can't see what the pandemic is, where we at right now completely. But if you were able to say, yeah, hey, the pandemic at this point in time is summertime. It's not
Yeah,
so much of a stretch, and we're gonna go ahead and go for it. If somebody was able to open up and say that right now,
that would be a little bit different. 'Cause you can
yeah,
market that.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the same reason why boxing had no schedules, but now we're starting to get schedules back. But that's the same reason why boxing had no schedules because shit, they couldn't market nothing.
yep. All right, bro. All right, bro. Well, that was nice talk. I'm about to get off now. I gotta go close down this spot and then back in the job. Lock up. I'm gonna
Most
close
definitely, we
up.
got another hour in for the brother, man. I'm shit. I'm at that same point right now here. It's 4:41 here.
Yeah. Shit, it's 5:50. It's 5:50 two over here.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah,
But shit,
so
yeah. Y'all, man, hey, it was good talking to you, best futurely. Everybody in the chat, Robert Brown, Tino the Great. Shit, hey, it was good talking to y'all too, man. Shit, Robert Brown, I see you got full of knowledge and following the sport. Yeah,
yeah,
appreciate you being in here, man. Being able to talk to you and chop it up.
yeah, no doubt. Same here, man. Same
Right.
exact sentiment.
I don't know if
Yeah.
somebody here to close it out, but peace, man.
Yo, stay safe, man. Your brothers, everybody stay safe, man.